everyone, thank you for joining me. Welcome back to my channel. Today we will be doing a makeup tutorial using only makeup found in the shop called Primark. So I was there the other day with a friend and trying to do a full face of makeup using only products found at Primark. So we've got quite a few. This is the receipt. As you can see, it is quite a large receipt, so quite a bit of money. So what we'll do is we'll quickly go through everything I bought and then we will get to the makeup tutorial. When I was there, I found this essential brush kit, as they said. So if you have a look at that. So as you can see, it comes with 4 brushes, but 3 of them have brushes on either end. So this kit cost me £6, and in it you will get the powder foundation brush, a foundation and concealer brush. This is an eyeshadow and concealer brush, but I would probably use that as well for my eyebrows, and an angled brow brush. So also they did the oval brushes, so sort of like the artiste brushes. So I picked up 4 of these. Each of these are sold separately, so you can't buy it as like a whole set. But each of them are, they're not expensive. They're less than £10 per brush. So we'll just open these up. So we'll go with the largest one first. So this just says PS Pro blending brush, high definition results on the box. This cost me £5.50 just for the brush on its own. Then we will go in that. So I've got a smaller one here, so one for like blush or sort of maybe setting the under eyes. And then we'll just open up the other look too. Sorry, so I just opened up the other one, and this sort of one here was £3, and the bigger one, slightly bigger one, was £4. So as I said, like each brush is under a tenner per brush. And then last we've got the nicest one here that I would probably, that you could use for, so I'd probably use these 2 for contour. This one was only £2.50 as well. So we've got a nice amount of brushes here, so variety for us to try. I also found a couple more eyeshadow brushes here, which were £1 and £1.50. Sorry, I forgot my scissors, so just quickly went and opened these up. So you've got like a nice smudging, like blending brush here, and then also you've got a much finer detailed brush here, and another one again to sort of pack on that product. Right, so they're all the brushes that I bought. I also managed to find a couple of blenders. Yay! So these are £1.50 for 2. These feel very different to my beauty blender. These are much more firm. It doesn't say on here whether or not you wet them when you use them. But as I'm going through, I will then talk you through what I've bought and how much it was. So let's get into actually putting some makeup on this face. So first of all, I did find a primer, which I was very shocked about. I didn't think I was going to find a primer. This was £5 on its own. So much packaging involved and stuff like this. Open the bottle. So in this tube, so it comes in a little tube like this, you do get 30 millilitres or 1 fluid ounce. I'm just going to put some of the primer on my fingers on clean hands. So it has got a slight colour to it, very similar to the Benefit Professional, actually, the sort of colour that it comes out when it comes out of the tube. And this does feel very similar to the Professional, which I have to say. So all on the face, down the neck. Okay, so primer's on. So I did find 2 different foundations. So I found, it just says liquid foundation. This is a medium coverage, semi-matte finish, and it is an oil-free formula. And this cost me £2.50. But I did also find a foundation stick. This actually doesn't say anything on it about the type of coverage it is, and we'll just open up this one, and again it's got like that little foil seal. This shade is Ivory. So we'll do a bit of a skin test with both on the face. So we'll just take some of the the stick. We'll put that on, as you can see there. And then also I will just take a little bit of this liquid foundation and put it there. We'll go in with the more liquid foundations. I'm just going to give it a bit of a shake. I'll do half face with the Beauty Blender, and then I'll do half with the fake Artiste brush. That is very liquidy. Okay, so we're gonna pop that all over one half of my face. I'm just gonna try and, okay, this is very hard on the skin. I'm really having to bounce that in, and it is not, the product really isn't blending into my skin very well. It's very sheer. So this is meant to be like a medium coverage. I would say that's less than it, because it's not covering up any of it. Well, it's slightly covering up my blemishes. So the colour I can live with. It's not awful, but it's just not, this is awful. Okay, so that's one side. And compared to the other, there is some sort of coverage there. So what I do is I'm going to pop some more on here, and I'm just going to pop it on my face, but then I will then rub it in with the oval brush to see how it goes. I'm just going to take this oval brush. Okay. This is sort of just dragging product. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to put another layer on, because that's not as full coverage as I would like it to be. I think I prefer putting it on with the brush rather than the blender, because the blender is just so hard. It's really hard. So you really have to tap it on the skin. So I'm just going to pop some more on here. And then I'm just going to tap it all over the face. I'm just going to grab my oval brush again. I'm just going to swirl that in. I mean, this foundation to me is just not covering what I want it to cover. So you can still see the redness in my cheeks and my blemishes. But that's what concealer's for. So let's see if we can win this back with some concealer, shall we? Again, this brush, it's not the most flexible brush. So I really am having to work it into the skin. I did manage to find the PS Pro Colour Correcting Concealer Palette. So this was £5. And it's got 3 concealers and 2 colour correcting creams to correct imperfections. And it says dermatologically tested as well. So it comes in a little palette that looks like this. These are like impossible to get into, I'm sure. Especially when you're wearing acrylic nails like me. You open the palette. Oh, nice. Okay. So, I open the palette, and I don't know whether you can see, but on this one here, there's moisture. It also comes with a little sponge applicator. I'm not going to use this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our foundation and concealer brush, and I'm going to go into this shade in the middle. It seems to be a light shade, and I'm going to try and grab some of that on the brush. There is no pigment to this at all. Okay. So I'll do a bit of a close-up. There is a little bit of colour there. So I'm just constantly, and it's so streaky. So I'm constantly having to dip into the colour to try and fill it out. So I'll put some on the nose, up here, on my forehead, on my chin. I might just try and go in with this yellow colour here and see if this does anything. Oh, that's a bit better. You get a little bit more. I mean, it is so streaky though. Okay, so we're going to try and blend this in. I'm just going to try and go in with this the other part of the foundation brush and just try and... No, this brush is literally wipes the product away. What concealer? We don't need concealer. Trying to dab it rather than... I don't know what to say. So there we go. This is what it, I mean, it doesn't, to me, it doesn't even look like I've put any concealer on my face. But okay, we'll go with it. So I've got here the PS mattifying pressed powder in shade Porcelain. So we'll give this a go and see if we can sort of just set and just add a bit more coverage or something to my face. I go back in with my large oval brush and just whack it in there really, and then try and put it on the face. Oh, that's a bit better. So, sorry, this powder was £2. Okay, the powder isn't half bad, I have to say. It's not too chalky or chunky, it's just, it's doing what it needs to do. I'm not hating the powder, have to say, not hating this. So, we have one. Woo! I found this sort of bronzy shimmer palette. No, not even a palette really, just a pan, but it's got 3 different shades. You've got a dark shade in the middle, then you've got your lighter shade and your sort of highlight shade here. So as it says here, this was £2.50. I'll take that. I'll give it a bit of a swatch. So that's the lightest brown there, that's quite nice. The darker brown, again, that's quite nice, and then this sort of highlighty, there's a highlighty shade there. So I'll swatch a bit to each other on my hand and you can have a look. So not the, I mean the bronzy shades are beautiful, like this one, I love this one. That is a bit sheer for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this little oval brush and I'm just going to pull the product from just this lighter shade here onto the brush. See what happens. again, having to use quite a bit of product sort of for me to see it on my skin. I don't know if this is the well, when I swatched it on my hand, you can see it really well, so I don't know whether this is the brush. It's just sort of sucking up product into the brush. I did also get a little blusher, so it's like a nice pinky, light pink shade. This was £1.50, and I'll give you a swatch. So that like pinky shade, which is actually quite nice. I quite like that actually. Again, I'm just going to grab this little oval brush. I'm just going to sort of swirl it in the product. Tap off. Wow. I don't know if you can see that. No, I don't know. But you can try and put some of this on the cheeks. Oh! Actually. Look, watch this though. How much comes off. So there's a lot of fallout. Although I really do like that colour. I do like that pink. Okay. So we're winning with the blush here, guys. So after blush, I'm going to try and do some highlights. So I did find like a highlighter palette. So this is PS Pure Glow Highlighter Palette. So it comes with 4 different shades. So it's the layout is very similar to the Anastasia Glow Kit, but obviously you're not getting a mirror here, and this did only cost me £5. And we'll just swell. So this is the lightest shade, and this is Desert. Look at that. Look at that! So I'm just going to put that next to that pinky shade from the bronzer. I mean, that's bright. That is bright. This shade is called Glimmer. It's like a goldy shade. I'm just going to pop that on my hat. I mean, for £5? This is not half bad, you guys. So there's like a pinky shade called Eden. So that one, I'll just put this next to Glimmer. And then lastly, you've got a nice, really nice gold bronzy shade called Firefly. So I'll put that one there. Oh wow, you can really see that one. So actually, I tell you what guys, and I'll just quickly pop Desert on my hand, and you can see it, they can see it all together. That's amazing. So for a £5, I hope that they transfer as well on here as they do on my skin. Going with the smaller one, for this one, I don't know what colour I want. I think I'm going to go into this one, Glimmer, here. Put that on. Oh wow. Bloody hell. That is beautiful. Oh, I love that. Put it on this side. That is incredible. Alright, what I might actually do as well is I might put a little bit of this Desert one on top. Just a tiny bit. Oh my god, I didn't even put much on. So I'm just going to put some down the bridge of my nose. And on my cupid's bow. Honestly, I can't get over that. That's incredible. And it even says here, so look, you've got even here like places where you can highlight. I mean, for a £5. Okay, so brows. I've got like a brow gel in dark brown, and I also found this 3-in-1 brow pencil. So it says precision pencil and powder, and it is in the shade medium. So So I'm not actually sure what's involved in this, so we'll give this a go. You've got your like pencil end here. Oh no, this is powder. What? How is this 3 in 1? Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Right. So you've got, that's quite cool. So you've got like your pencil here. This is a bit light for me, so this is going to be interesting. So there's the pencil. And then you sort of untwist this bit, and then you've got like a powder, I guess. And you sort of, so I guess you put that one over. So next door, so like that. Up here you've got your like spoolie. So you just that's just gonna have to do for now with the pencil side of things. So just gonna grab the little powder puff thing. Just sort of I managed to get like an eyeshadow palette. So this is just some nudes. This was £4. So it looks like that on the inside. So again, no mirror, but it is a much sort of, it's a cheaper product. So what we should do is I'm going to go in with this eye contour brush, as they called it, and I'm just going to dip into this shade here, see if that shows up on the eye. I mean, you can kind of see it on the eye, but look, there is just so much fallout with these. Okay, so and just pop that on the eye, like in the crease. There's our transition. Go in with this sort of reddy orangey shade here. So grab that on my brush, and I'm just going to pop that in the crease. Just gently pop that on. You can see that. That's actually a really nice colour. I think that is really pretty. I go in on the other side, in the crease again with that same colour. I like that. I do like that colour. I think that's really pretty. And then I'm going to go in, I'm going to grab a smaller brush. I'm going to grab this brush here, and I'm going to go in with this darker shade down the end here. I'm just going to take it on the tip of the brush, take off any of the excess, and just get right in that crease. And sort of just gently pulling that colour down. So that's the eye so far. So also found, which I'm really excited about, and I hope it works, is this. Glitter! So you've got a whole pan of glitters here. I mean, I'm a bit worried that they're gonna be, it's just a like you're gonna rub off the first little bit and you're done. But we'll see. So because we've got like a browny red eye, I think I'm going to go in with maybe this gold one here. I'm going to grab this brush, and I'm just going to pack the glitter on. Yeah, this isn't here. Okay, it might have to be. So, got some on my brush. I'm just going to. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay, so I have also got some eyeliner. So you get 2 eyeliners. They are £1. So £1 eyeliners. I mean, actually, that's not bad. a nice black. So, okay. Eye stuff. Not mad with the eye stuff. Okay, I also got this Amplify Eye Mascara. Literally the only reason I got this one, because of the rose gold packaging. Applicator like this. So I've not actually really used one with an applicator like this before, so see how this goes. I'm just going to pop this on my lashes. I think this isn't half bad, I have to say. This mascara was £2. So this is, it just says lip lacquer liquid lipstick, and it was £2. So that's the applicator. This is the finished look. I'm really enjoying the glitter on the eye. Like, I'm obsessed with that. So I also did find, lastly, some makeup fixing spray for £2. Makeup fixing spray sets makeup for a long lasting finish, oil free and suitable for all skin types. So it's 75 millilitres or 2.5 fluid ounces. So the spray is sort of like that. So it's a bit like a hairspray. That is wet. That honestly smells like hairspray. I am really happy with most of the products that we used today. Once again, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I had so much fun doing this. If challenges like this is something you want to see, please do let me know. Give my video a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on the next one. Have a lovely time wherever you are. Bye guys.